Okay, so I'm filming this from my car, not because I planned it this way, but because I was so freaking sick for like 4 out of the last 7 days, and I have an embarrassing amount of stuff to catch up on. And this was my window, the car, right now. Honestly, I think that is the most fitting way to start this video because week 1 of my 90-day TikTok rebrand was kind of exactly that. Very messy, imperfect, and way more real than I expected or wanted. But here's the thing, I did keep going. And I want to tell you why that happened because it wasn't willpower, motivation, or some inspirational quote that I found on Pinterest. It was because I had a plan, which I had never really had a plan before. So if you didn't catch my first video, I started a 90-day TikTok posting challenge just with myself as part of a full rebrand over there. New content direction, new audience, new energy, and I am going all in. And week 1, I got sick, like so sick. 4 days out of 7, I was not in any condition to do any filming. So here's what saved me. Before I officially started this challenge, I already knew that life was going to life. I knew that there would be days where I didn't feel good, days that I was slammed with mom or nurse stuff, days that I just didn't have it in me to film. So before the challenge launched, I got ahead of it and I had started filming some content early and I had clips ready to go. And let me tell you, that decision carried my entire week 1. So if you're a woman trying to build a content creation brand while also living an actual life, that is your biggest takeaway from this video. Consistency does not come from motivation. It comes from having something in the bank whenever that motivation disappears, because it will. Now, let me talk about something that I did differently this time because I am a chronic wing it type of gal, and I finally admitted that was not working for me. Normally, my content strategy was basically post, vibe, and hope. This time, I went into this 90-day challenge with an actual content framework. Nothing rigid and definitely not a strict content calendar because I would abandon that by Thursday. But I did come up with a loose rotation that I could work with. Things like walk and talks, clips of me talking while I'm moving my body, gym or running clips, mindset and motivation for women who need real conversation and not somebody else's highlight reel, and then some carousels that I would throw in on days that I was super busy. That rotation gave me something to reach for every single day, even on the days that I didn't feel inspired or well. And the reason I built it around those specific types of content is because I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not chasing trends. I'm trying to reach a very specific woman. Now, I want to talk about who I'm actually making content for on TikTok because I think it matters that I'm being intentional about that. The woman I'm building my TikTok for is in her late 30s and 40s. She's navigating perimenopause and all the ways that her body and her life are shifting. She wants to feel strong and healthy and like herself again. She wants real conversations about fitness, mindset, and wellness, not from somebody who has it all figured out already, but from somebody who is right there in the trenches with her. That's my person on TikTok, and that's the community that I'm building over there. Now, the woman watching this video, she may be a little bit different. If you found me on YouTube, you're probably someone who has thought about starting content creation, or maybe you've tried before and it just didn't quite stick. You're watching me do this rebrand on TikTok in real time, and maybe part of you is wondering if you could do something like this too. That's exactly why I'm making these videos. You don't need to watch somebody who's already made it and can't explain things to you. You need to watch someone while they're making it and the messy middle and all. So whether you found me on TikTok or you stumbled on this channel some other way, you're in the right place. Now, I did peek at my analytics on TikTok for this past week, which honestly, I never looked at my analytics. I just peeked at them, not obsessively, but just enough to start learning. I'm going to share them today just so you can see what week 1 actually looks like. Not because the numbers are wild, because they're definitely not, but because I think women starting out need to see the real version of this, not just the screenshots that people share after they've already blown up and become successful. This is what week 1 of a rebrand looks like. And I'm good with it because I'm building this to be findable by the right women over time. So going into week 2, here's where my head is at. I'm going to keep working the plan, the walk and talks, gym clips, mindset content, maybe a carousel or two. I'm paying attention to what feels aligned, what's getting engagement, and what kind of content is pulling in women who feel like home to me. I'm also going to keep filming these update videos for you every week, even if it's from my car, if that's what it takes, because that's kind of the whole point of this channel. You do not need perfect conditions to keep a promise to yourself. Week 1 is proof of that. I got sick for 4 days, filmed my update from the parking lot, and I still showed up that counts. If you're a woman in her 30s or 40s who's been thinking about starting content creation or feels like she's in a starting over season in any area of her life, I hope something in this video felt like a permission slip. You don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to feel good. You don't have to have the perfect setup. You just have to start. And sometimes starting looks like this. Subscribe if you want to follow along. I'm posting weekly updates as I build this in real time. No guru stuff, no highlight reel, just the real thing. I'll see you next week.